clock at 4. Pulls up from the corner. Miritic's shot is off. And so Conley will bring the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. 7-point differential. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And when you shoot a high percentage from distance, that gives you momentum and really keeps the opponent on the ropes.
It does. It keeps the crowd out of it. This is how you win on the road. He can't find his mojo. Tough quarter for him scoring the basketball.
Here's Rab. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And what it looks like now, guys, their confidence is growing. And so is this league.
But they can't just sit back and enjoy it. They need to keep up the momentum.
And Yvonne Rab gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Well, Steve, we just got out of the first year where we saw legislation from the NBA about resting players. How do you feel about the new rules so far?
You know, I like them. I love that when you start to see these teams that were resting players on national televised games. But I think overall, just resting players. I think our contract says that we play 82 games unless you're injured. And if a guy is injured, you understand. But I love the new rules that were implemented.
I agree. The Grizzlies have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Good on both. Clippers trail by 11. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. I asked him to sum up their season to this point. He said, look, there's room for improvement, but there are a lot of positives we can draw from. He just wants to see more consistency every night. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And a moment now to see the stats for Anderson. Last season's performance for him was around 5 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
You need guys who understand their roles. Carry them out without complaint. Everything he does is for the team. Boy, he reads the defense well. Makes a nice adjustment. Very dependable.
Here's Griffin. And the layup's good off the glass. Griffin's got 11 points.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
My opinion, it's been the commitment to pounding the ball inside. That's what's giving them the upper hand.
Now here's Williams. 9-point game his last outing. Kicks it to Miritic from deep 3-point range and beyond the arc and then some. 9 points in the game so far.
The perimeter shooting of Miritic, a huge staple of his game that he utilizes so well when he's in rhythm.
Anderson. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Williams against Anderson. Williams kicks to Bradley. No good on the 3. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Left side, Griffin. Taken away by Williams. And here comes Thomas. Leading a fast break. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
All right, a moment here to check out stats for Griffin. Great showing for him last season. First in scoring, first in field goal percentage, and he ranked 3rd in assists last season as well. Truly one of the league's preeminent playmakers.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him.
Just solid, really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Monroe.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Grizzlies have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. Griffin hits them both. Clippers trail by 10. Williams scanning the floor. Dishes to Monroe. Over Brooks. Monroe, no good. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
Yeah, and they came out with a W every time they played this squad last year. A stark contrast drawn between the conference's haves and have-nots.
Here's Thomas following the score by Memphis. Outside Bradley. Williams kicks to Miritich. Back to Williams. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Anderson with the ball.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this.
Dominate on the court, and it's showing up on the scoreboard. Let's see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
And here is Los Angeles now. Grizzlies making the shot. Outside Williams. Bradley, no one around him. 3 pointers off the mark. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Griffin goes in. Here's Anderson. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Anderson's got 6.
And so far, they have been in complete control of this one. Just a well-rounded effort on the road.
You know what they've done? They've been aggressive on both ends. That's showing up on the scoreboard.
Here's Thomas following the score by Memphis. Can they get it? The Grizzlies pull it in. Griffin's got his 6th rebound.
Oh my goodness,
and that one goes out
dude.
of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. Alexander's checked in for Thomas. The Grizzlies also making a change. Harrison's checked in for Skinny.
Why you take me out the game?
Williams passes to Miritich. Here's Alexander. A rebound by Rab.
I like the aggressive move on the layup attempt. But the defender, he just stayed right with him.
Here's Harrison, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, this lead has snowballed. Credit their killer instinct for piling on. I love the technique he uses, leveraging his position down low, then just using sheer size to snatch the rebound.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels. It's gotten them up big. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. The 5'9" Isaiah Thomas has made a career out of proving his doubters wrong.
Ever since I was a little boy, they always said, you're not going to be this good in high school. Then when I got to high school and played pretty well, they said, well, you're not going to do that good in college. And when I got to college, they said, well, the NBA, those guys are too big, they're too fast, too strong. The things you do in college won't work in the NBA. And I've just kept pushing ever since. I have a goal of mine, I want to be one of the best little guys that ever played the game.
No question about it, Greg. Isaiah Thomas still plays with something to prove.
It's definitely what drives him. I mean, hungry to show that he's a top player, regardless of size.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Grizzlies enjoying a nice lead here.
I mean, through one, you have to like the effort, especially on that defensive end.
There are several ways, as you know, to take control of a game. Getting stops is one of them.
You've got Williams. Miritich is out there with Monroe. Then there's Avery Grant. And it's Alexander in at the point guard position. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Anderson outside. The pass to Harrison. The dish to Wright. Bradley against Anderson. Shot clock at 5. Throws it up high and finished off by Wright.
I love the dunking skills of Brandon Wright. He really skies up quickly. Anytime they pass is lobbed in his direction. When you watch Kyle Anderson, he's just a different type of player. Below average athleticism and jump shot. Rare combination in this league, but he can give you a lot. He knows the game.
Now here's Williams. No points in the game yet for him. inside the three-point line. That one wide left.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does break. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball after the basket by Los Angeles. Pass to Harrison. Shoots over Mirotic. Offensive rebound. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Rams got his second basket of the night. Outside Williams. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Sweet little floater. Williams has got his first points in this one.
Using the pick to create space, something Luke does exceptionally well.
Carter kicks to Harrison. Pass to Anderson. Carter left side. Passes it to Harrison. Floats one, and it's good on the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Outside Williams. Fires the three. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Smooth shooting motion from distance. Williams making it look easy.
Memphis leading by 13. Carter kicks to Harrison. And there's the miss. Norman Powell's checked in for Mirotic. Cartwright comes in for Avery Brown. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Lou Williams. The song. Shot's good. Griffin making the point. Griffin's got 3 assists in the game. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Jim Long.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Skinny in his last game against the Kings was all business. He finished with 48 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. Very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Thanks, David, for another reminder of just what an unbelievable performance that was.
One that everyone's still talking about tonight. He dominated that game in just about every way possible.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what he's got in store for us tonight. Maybe he tops himself again. I think he just might do it.
Here's Griffin after the made shot from Greg Monroe. Griffin inside. That savvy little up fake there. Cool in the D. Griffin's got 15.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Showing no mercy. Double-digit lead and still putting it on him.
Conley gives this to Gasol. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Here's Griffin. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Steve, in the NBA right now, who do you think is the best isolation player in the game?
I think there's 2 guys come to mind. James Harden is a guy that you look at is very comfortable in the isolation game, and also Kyrie Irving. There's so many guys that are great one-on-one players, but when you start talking about just giving them the basketball and all eyes on them, those are the 2 guys that stand out, James Harden and Kyrie Irving.
Here's Cartwright. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Monroe finds Thomas. Comes up empty down low. And the Grizzlies leading by 19. Griffin passes to Conley. Over Thomas. Will not go. This is off the front eye. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. Pitch to Beverly. Thomas down low. Under by Conley. Pocket 6. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Rejected by Griffin.
He just has lost the feel in terms of scoring here in the second quarter.
I'll tell you, he just hasn't been able to get it done on the offensive end. It's kind of dragged down the team.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
Brooks checked in.
Now let's see the stat sheet here on Mike Conley. Last year, getting it done. Second in three-point field goal percentage and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And back to what you said, he was runner-up in the three-point accuracy category last season because no one could get him out of his rhythm. He was just unstoppable. Now, here is Monroe. He's coming off a 10-point game against Denver.
Also, you have to mention the rebounding, another area where he excels. And I'll tell you, even though he's a question mark from range, you still have to defend him.
Conley finds Griffin. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Now here's Beverly. 9 points last game out. Outside Thomas. Back to Beverly. Pass to Cartwright. For 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even at a power finish. And the basket by Thomas. A minute 42 left now here in the second. Griffin the bounce pass. Jackson dishes to Griffin. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Tipped away. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got his second bucket.
Conley is so tricky down low, creating just enough space to get his shot over the defense.
Pass to Cartwright. Happy to see that one going after missing 6 of his 9 shots today.
It's amazing. He is on fire here in the second period after going scoreless in the first.
Griffin passes to Gasol. Over Monroe. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And Beverly kicks to Monroe. Passes it to Cartwright. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of the game. Back to Griffin. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Cartwright the pass to Thomas. Now Cartwright, guarded by Jackson. Cartwright hits the bucket.
Oh!
10 points in the quarter.
And they're hitting the long-range shots.
That boy burned me up from back there,
in
man.
the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Jackson, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And the jump shot has been a
That's
dimension
my
of this
assist,
game
bro.
where they've had a clear advantage.
Thomas against Conley. Outside Thomas. And the last shot of the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Small stature, no matter. Conley competes at the defensive end on the floor.
And so it's Memphis, sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what happened in the first half?
Well, we missed shots, turned the ball over, second shot. I really think what's disappointing is our bad offense is dictating our bad defense right now.
Doc, thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. First half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Skinny having a dominant impact in this game.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really value each possession.
You know what? It's hard to do. Staying focused and disciplined with your approach.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Jackson down low with Gasol. Jimmy Butler was out there with Conner. And it's Griffin in at the 3 spot. Powell, that's good. Powell's got the first field goal of the second half for Los Angeles.
Attacking on the interior, I like that attitude.
Here's Griffin on bounds. The Clippers take possession. I would like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
Monroe outside. Down low, Mirotic. It falls for his fifth field goal of the night. He's shooting 5 for 8.
And the number of ways in which Mirotic scores, inside, outside, in between, on the drive, you name it.
The shot's good from Gasol.
Well, we know he's been confident with the shot. A big reason why they're ahead in this game.
Clippers trail by 19. Outside Mirotic. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Butler against Cartwright. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And Steve, looking at KD's move, the Isaiah Thomas trade, what level of loyalty is there now between players and teams?
You know, I think it comes down to, I know people get upset when, per se, like the Kevin Durant move, but he was a free agent, so he was allowed to move. I think when it comes a little tricky, when you have guys traded, that's when you start to see the players start to see where they sometimes don't think the organization have loyalty, but sometimes, and you can see organizations a lot of times is just looking to make their teams better. But it really comes down to a trade when the loyalty starts to be questioned.
Here's Monroe, following the basket by Marc Gasol. Mirotic's shot is off. The pass to Conner. Some nice passing there by Memphis. That shot by Griffin, no good. Clippers trail by 21. Powell kicks to Monroe. Pass to Carter. Pass to Mirotic. Over Jackson. Los Angeles with another miss. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Grizzlies. They'll be playing host to Portland for the next one. Start a 3-game homestand with that game. Griffin finds Gasol. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Griffin's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Los Angeles calls timeout. Yeah, it's been quite a game for Skinny.
Yeah, they're going to have to talk about this. They got to find a way to get the ball out of his hand.
checked in for Norman Powell. Williams comes in.
Why you put me on the bench? Oh, man.
Subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
Coach tripped.
Then for the Grizzlies, Yvonne Rabs checked in for Jackson. And Norman Powell comes in for Greg Monroe. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Lou Williams. Memphis also making some changes. Dylan Brooks.
What? Oh, really?
Skinny comes in for Jimmy Butler. And Andrew Harrison subbed in for Cole. How'd they get it back? No one. YunGGinxTD's got his first 2 points. Memphis leading by 20. Griffin passes to Ram. Back to Griffin. Well, time passed, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And just carrying over from his last game, completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
Passes to Rab. And he banks in the layup. Rab's got 6 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Kicks it to Powell. That's tipped. Stolen by Anderson. He dishes it to Griffin. It's stolen by Bradley. The shot, no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball. How about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Thomas inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And let's now take a look at Nikola Mirotic. Good season for him last year. Last year averaged 14 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Reedy's checked in for Mirotic. Cartwright comes in for Bradley. And it's Patrick Beverly in for YunGGinxTD. Thomas against Conley. Thomas passes to Carter. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And see, he had his momentum going forward, but really didn't need to lean in there. He was wide open.
And Jackson gets it to go.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
There's a minute left in the third. LA's gone 2 of 5 with a 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Thomas, it's a wide open look.
Oh, man.
Thomas got 5 points now in the quarter.
Something's growing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flow.
Griffin passes to Rab. Back to Griffin.
Woo!
From outside the arc, a rebound by Rab. Rab's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Griffin finds Jackson. Back to Griffin. Shoots over Cartwright. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Marcus Saul is checked in for Ram. For Memphis, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. Here's Thomas. 9 points in the game so far. He kicks to Beverly. Fires the 3. Off on that one. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Grizzlies out in front, just dominating this one. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center, downtown Los Angeles. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Thornwell is out there with Powell. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then it's Reed. And it's Robinson in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Terrific play call, and that's where you want to see Marcus Saul. He can use his combination of skill and size.
There's the pass to Robinson. We know a lot of NBA players take how they've been rated in a video game, Steve, personally. You've made digital appearances during your career. Did you ever have any issues with the rating?
No, I didn't. And I think now these players that grew up in this generation with video games, so yes, they take it personally. They understand, and they're playing these games while they're in the NBA. So a lot of them, just like the media is all over them, they don't have a say-so on how good they are, even in a video game.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. To the wing on the left. Shoots. Cornwell can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Jackson passes to Griffin. Back to Jackson. Conley kicks to Gasol. Over Reed. And the Grizzlies get it back. Tries again. And it's Griffin getting it to go. Griffin's got 30 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Powell. Here's Robinson. The shot from the low post is good. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Gasol gets to Conley. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And that's now 7 points for Conley.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Beverly, the pass to Reed, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get Marcus Saul.
All the officials are all over that.
Smitty, every so often we'll hear about a team holding a players-only meeting. You've been there, I'm sure you've gone through that. What exactly goes on in those discussions?
You know, Kevin, when you hear players-only meeting, something's going wrong with the team. And obviously, we meet all the time, but when there's specific in quotations of players-only meeting, there's a lot of things that are going wrong with the team, with individuals, with the coaches or general managers. They are trying to find a way to hash it out, and those are never good.
And Beverly kicks to Monroe. Here's Robinson, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And a quick look now at how the Memphis Grizzlies schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors.
And for the matchup with the Pacers, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Ryan Anderson is checked in for Memphis. Carter comes in for Michael Conley. Carter outside, pass to right, feeds it to Griffin. Back to right, 6 to shoot, to the paint, and Griffin slams it in.
Is it any surprise that he's been hitting everything out there? You want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. And Beverly kicks to Monroe. Over right. That one off the back iron and out. Now the Grizzlies with it. They're on a 14-5 run here. The feed to Brooks. Inside. Right dishes to Griffin. Back to right. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Outside Griffin. Beyond the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Reed. Down low. Here's Robinson. The rebound by Anderson. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. To the middle, it's tipped. Stolen by Monroe. Here's Thornwell, defended by Griffin. Passes it to Thornwell. You hear the term empty stats every once in a while, Steve, usually referring to great production on a bad team. How valid do you think that theory is?
It is. A lot of guys you see are averaging, these numbers, and players look around, and the players, you're saying, unfortunately for him, those numbers are empty stats because a lot of times these numbers are found in when the game is decided. And a lot of times on bad teams, you see these guys going for numbers. Then you get a chance to see them play on good teams, and those stats just don't match up.
Good explanation. The Grizzlies with another miss for Los Angeles. They've gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far.
Oh!
Took by Reed.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
And for Memphis, their shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. Griffin inside.
Man! Come
On
on!
the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. That free throw good from Anderson. Mirotic is checked in for the Clippers. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch.
And doesn't he just have a nose, a knack for the basketball? He is by far their best rebounder.
Oh, no question. He just punishes the opposition in that category, and there's no end in sight.
Robinson finds Mirotic. Shoots the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened.
Griffin passes to right and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. There's only the Basketball Hall of Fame that is shared among all basketball organizations, Steve. Do you think there should be an NBA Hall of Fame?
Kevin, I do. I mean, I love the way we've done it, and obviously it's been successful, but, the Basketball Hall of Fame is your entire body of work, and I think sometimes we don't understand that that's from high school, college level into the NBA, whereas, there's some guys that are making it because of that, and there's some guys getting slighted because of that, so I do think one day we should just have the NBA Hall of Fame, just like the NFL.
Anderson in the corner. Carter outside. Griffin kicks to Anderson. Just 5 to shoot. A nice shot by Griffin. Griffin's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's in control when it matters, giving them a tremendous advantage right here.
Outside Robinson. Here's Thornwell. That's going to be over back, not watching for the line that time.
Yeah, you don't need the big play. Right now, you just need the smart one.
This is what desperation can do. You start to play outside of yourself, making a bad situation worse.
Wright finds Griffin. One-on-one here. Here's Thornwell. He claims that one off the back iron, and down it falls. For Memphis, they've gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. And some solid looks for them. Harrison passes to Griffin. Right block shot. And it's free, pulling it out. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Thornwell. And Mirotic kicks to Reed. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. NBA wants to keep things competitive, and one way to do that was to make some changes, Steve, to the draft lottery odds. Do you think it'll be enough?
You know, I think it's the right call for them. I think the bottom three teams all have the same odds for the top three spots now. And it'll be much more even to distribute the odds for the back half of the lottery.
Clippers shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Outside Robinson. Right wing. Here, still just Alexander. Shot clock at 6. From deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. Griffin's got 13 rebounds in the game. Fascinating. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Let's check in for Memphis. Here's Harrison. Outside Griffin. Right, dishes to Griffin. And yes, it's good. Griffin's got 40 points. And Los Angeles guys shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. And the pass to Thornwell. Los Angeles with another miss. And it's Harrison with the ball for Memphis. Griffin inside. Here's Wright. Some solid defense from Reed. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control. This is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Here's Thornwell. Little time pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Thornwell's got 4 points in the quarter.
You look at that lead pass there. He just has such a great feel for the game.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Memphis.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse, and they were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Skinny.
His array of talents on full display. Picks up the triple-double, really takes ownership of this game. I thought that made the difference for them tonight.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
There's Harrison. Outside Griffin. Kicks it to Wright. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Wright. 42 points for Skinny.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
They better have some extra goodies on that plane, because after this blowout, they deserve to be rewarded.
Count that bucket. Griffin's got 44.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
Well, this is less about winning the game now and more about making a bold statement.
Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound that comes up?
No, it's felt like that all game. He is just aggressive and finds ways to snag rebounds out of thin air sometimes.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
Nice shot selection, sure.
Back to the action with trolling? YunGGinxTD takes the blowout victory against Speedbrook and even dropped 14 points with...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it's the Memphis Grizzlies as they'll be playing against the Portland Trail Blazers. Checking out the Trail Blazers. They struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. And we're in the era of the point guard, one of the best here tonight in Damian Lillard. Kenny, how's he able to score so well at his size?
Lightning quick, you know, on and off the ball. So that's difficult to guard. And when you're a deadly shooter in the clutch, what else do you need, huh?
Ernie, for the second time in this game's history, I'm going to give Kenny another compliment.
Oh, man.
He reminds me of Kenny because he needs very little room to get off the shot. And he finishes at a high rate. It's the Portland Trail Blazers taking out the defending NBA champion, Memphis Grizzlies. With Greg Anthony and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. You look at Memphis, these guys have been getting it done pretty much everywhere in the midst of a good stretch here, back home again, to propel them to another win.
And the start of a brief homestand for them, and they have a chance to get some wins in front of the home fans before they get back out on the road.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Collins is the 4 with Nurkic in the middle. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Ryan in at the small forward. You know, early on, you want to win games, of course, but maybe even more important for us, establishing your identity for the long haul.
Yeah, I mean, early wins and losses, they can be deceiving. When you think about teams that peak too early, you want to make sure that you establish your identity. And I would suggest for any rookie, your main character of your identity should be this: great listener, hard worker. After that, we'll see how many points you score, how many rebounds you get. But you need to come in as humble, ready to work, ready to listen. And then usually, things will sort themselves out.
Great perspective.
And this is Butler's bread and butter. The mid-range J is on point. Gotta D him up better than that.
Here's Mwaba, defended by Butler. Mwaba kicks to Lillard. 5 to shoot. Over Conley. Lillard misses.
Something to protect your head on that shot, and it wasn't the defense.
Now the pass to Gasol. Some nice passing there by Memphis. From down in the low post, it goes. Gasol's got his first bucket in this one. And so look.
What you doing?
Bring it up for Portland. 4-point game. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round 1.
In this first game, it's always interesting. It's going to give us a sense of what the dynamic between these teams is going to be this season.
For Memphis, they've got their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Griffin passes to Jackson. No good that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
That's a 2 from Lillard. That one a little long.
They missed 3 of their first 4 shots, having a little trouble finding their legs.
Right side, Griffin. Inside, here's Conley. It's good. He hits his first shot of the game.
Okay, 4 for 5 from the floor right now. Wasted no time in this offense rolling.
That's the right. Shoots. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
That makes them 1 for 5 from the field so far. They need to start getting some better looks.
Why do you say that?
Jackson gets to Conley. Griffin passes to Gasol. Shot up 2 there. Gasol's got his second bucket of the night.
And you love to get Gasol these high percentage looks. I mean, he doesn't miss many from the floor.
So timeout call here in the first quarter. Chris, you played against the Blazers and in Portland so many times in your career. Explain the love the city has for this terrific team.
Portland actually is my favorite.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The seats, the lighting there. I just love playing there. The city lives and dies with the Blazers. They have crazy, die-hard fans there. Very few teams have a devoted fan base as a Blazers team.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Conley against Lillard. Looking to end the run. Gasol with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
I was able to talk to Terry Stotts for a minute. The frustration was evident in his voice when I asked him about the record. He told me, well, we've been learning the hard way. Anything less than 100% effort will not get it done. We want our guys to recognize that and be hungrier than they've been. Is it talent? Is it effort? Well, they're still trying to figure it out. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Hook loose. Right, defended by Griffin. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Ryan. Off target from three-point range. And now the pass break. Griffin with the ball. And in off the glass.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies winning their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Here's Ryan. A solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. And so it's Memphis with it. They lead by 7. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
They executed on the road, stay focused, stay consistent with who you are as a team.
Whether life or sports, that's all you can do. Stay committed to your brand of basketball and let the chips fall where they may.
Jackson, that's good.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Trailblazers trail by 9. And Lillard kicks to Nwabla. Now the pass to Ryan. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Butler dishes to Griffin. Shoots from the right block. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Portland. Memphis shooting their first foul shot of the night here. No good on that one. Chris, of current players who can eventually become coaches, who would you put in that category? A lot of brilliant guys have played this game, think the game through so well.
Chris Paul, Ariza, those guys come to mind for some reason to me. Klay Thompson,
yes,
he comes to mind. And I don't know if it's the personality that I see these guys in, or just the way that they approach the game. But yeah, those guys come to mind. I definitely can see them taking the game to another level once they're playing games.
And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Griffin.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Trailblazers trail by 12.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Len. Battles through traffic and lays it in. And here's Griffin. What a tremendous game he played against the Clippers. Graham, that's good.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And, you know, a shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, it wasn't going good game. Both teams had chances to win. They pushed it as far as overtime. They ran out of gas.
Stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Taking a look at New Orleans, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And checking out the Grizzlies, they're right where they want to be.
You said what?
already competing for the top spot. It's going to be a season-long battle, which is exactly what we all anticipate.
Still looking to get into a groove of school.
Anderson can't get it to go.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, and you forgot to take advantage.
Mills passes to Ennis. Pass to Ryan. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Len. Takes it off the glass.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
There's Carter. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And it's Brooks in the corner. That one falls coming off Carter's feet. And the Grizzlies lead by 13.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Len passes to Ryan. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Their stroke has not been what they needed it to be, but looks like they're going to keep going to it.
Anderson gets to Rand. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Ennis passes to Mills.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. Free throw good. No. Griffin inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Butler's got his third basket of the night.
He has the ideal attitude you want in a swingman. But Butler gets in a good position, take it on the D, and just winning that battle.
Jackson down low with Gasol. Conley out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Griffin in at the three spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And they continue to control the line.
Joey Stotts, the head coach for the Blazers, he has earned the trust of his roster.
You know, you talk to the players on his team, Kevin, they believe in the system that he runs. He's always willing to give players a chance to earn minutes. When it's up front, playing on Stotts, you know that you work hard to take notice and adjust the rotations.
Sinks the triple. He's got 6. 7.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking for a three-point shot for some extra offense.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. YunGGinx with the steal. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Skinny, in his last game against the Clippers, put on a show. He ended up with 44 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it. And he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. And he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Oh, yeah. Once he got them on the ropes, he never let them off the hook. It was full-speed energy basketball. It was greatest.
Here's Waba after the made shot from Griffin. Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. And so here's Portland. They trail by 9 points. Waba gets to Collins. Pass it to Ryan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Leonard. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And now, quick review at the numbers for Jackson. He's averaging 11 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Guys, he's a difference maker off the bench. Steps into that front court and more than holds his own.
Well, it's his willingness to bang down low or move opponents off the block. Those are valuable contributions.
Back to Griffin. Over Collins. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You know, see, we've spoken before about the skills that were hardest for you to develop. What parts of your game were the easiest to strengthen and fine-tune?
Wow, that's a great question, Ken. I had to think about that. The easiest. Well, I would say for me it was whatever I was doing well in college. So that was on the post, on the right block, still and change worthy spin move. And it was easier to get a little bit quicker in that because now I got to see him use it and do it to me. It was easier to have my jump shot start to get in the place that I wanted it to as a rookie. But why? Because I had one of the greatest shooters of all time, Chris Mullin, there to sit in practice for us. So when you have a great shooter, a mentor like him, it's easier because they explain it to you, and then not only do they explain how to do it, they show you through their work ethic. And so for me, it was pretty easy in those areas because I had a great mentor in Chris Mullin.
I love that story. Waba kicks to Lillard. Pass to Collins. Back to Lillard. There's the 3. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
To end the run. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Waba.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Conley finds Griffin, and here is Gasol. Back to Griffin. Uses the glass to finish the game. Griffin's got the lead up to 14 now for the Grizzlies.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Waba gets the bucket.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come.
Outside Butler. He feeds it to Griffin. Shoots over Lillard. The shot's good from Griffin. Griffin's got 12 in the game.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness.
Miller against Conley. We've got 1:18 left now here in the second. Shoots a 3. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots up.
And another punch it in, shot good from Griffin. Griffin's got 9 points in the quarter.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
When you're up by double digits, they're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now.
Now here's Lillard. He's coming off a 22-point game against Boston.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
Now here's Conley. Following the missed shot by Nurkic. Griffin dishes to Gasol. Yep, it counts. He's got 13.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Trailblazers trail by 18. Here's Nwaba. 9 points last game out. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. And stolen by Butler. And it's Memphis on the break. Nurkic with the steal. But Bree, you can't get that one to fall. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly. But maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Sneedy having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, and the fact he's posted a double-double with about half the game left to play, that's impressive.
Well, it comes down to talent. It comes down to hustle. He's shown both in the big ways.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Portland, Collins is the 4 with Nurkic in the middle. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Ryan in at the 3, the small forward. And here are the Grizzlies now. Portland knocking down that triple moments ago. Good. 16 points for Skinny.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easy.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
Here's Lillard after the made shot from Griffin. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. And so Gasol will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Chris, I don't think Damian Lillard will ever be accused of lacking confidence. He'll tell you about how great he is all the time.
And that isn't a knock. I mean, all top NBA players need to believe that. Lillard said he feels he deserves to get all NBA. Sometimes it just feels like he's looking to be disrespected just so he can use it as motivation during the season.
Now here's Conley. Griffin passes to Conley. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Here's Lillard. 19-point game. Nurkic kicks to Nwaba. Portland moving the ball around. Plenty of daylight on that shot. 13 points in the game.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Jackson finds Griffin. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow. Trailblazers trail by 18. Lillard the pass to Nwaba. Here's Ryan. Nice spin off the left rim and in. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Griffin kicks to Jackson. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them.
A forceful finish from the big fella.
Well, a player for that size, you'd think he'd make the highlight reel more often.
Well, he will on this dunk. I mean, he's saving them for the big moments.
Lillard scanning the floor. Fires from deep. Drills the three-pointer. Lillard's got 11.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, they've been tremendous from beyond the arc. It's a shift from what they did in the first two quarters.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
But think about it, Kevin. The skill set of the rim, he has incredible range. He can get his shot off with ease with his dribble combinations. I mean, he's crafty when he gets inside. He's a complete offensive threat.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Reds checked in for Gasol. Anderson comes in for Jackson. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Harrison in for Mike Conley. There's Harrison. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 4 on the clock. Pulls up on the wing. And the shot goes down. And the Grizzlies lead by 13. And Lillard, one of the league's top shooters, C-Web, also deadly in crunch time.
Kevin, he calls it game time. He's hit numerous big shots in his career in both the playoffs and regular season. With his mentality and ability to create, I mean, he is lethal.
And then Griffin with the dunk.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Lillard after the made shot from Griffin. Lillard left side, puts up a 3. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And just who is providing all the playmaking here tonight? Let's look at the breakdown between the front and back court for the Grizzlies.
Well, you love to see your front court that really is so gifted with the ball. Great vision, court awareness. They've been a major part of the offensive flow in this game. And what a luxury to have bigs that can pass.
Grab kicks to Harrison. Inside. It's deflected. Anderson dishes to Griffin. And that will as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession. Swanigan, he's checked in for Portland. Mills comes in for Lillard. Griffin down low. He's got 20. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Shot clock at 2. Here's Anderson. Lane grabs the board.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision making though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
And he makes that one. 19 points in the game.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Griffin down low. He makes his 10th basket of the night for the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor.
He's reason number 1 there in front. I mean, his shooting has been almost flawless.
Anderson against Lane. Now, here's Mills. 6 points for him. Now, Len. Back to Mills. From outside, off the mark.
Some very slack defending. Playing with fire underneath him. That open beyond the arc.
Left side, Griffin. Brooks finds Griffin, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lamb. A quick break in the action. Let's check out the fiercest shot swatters in the league. Look at Griffin, one of the top intimidators in the league, a fierce shot blocker.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
Here's Ryan, and that one is good.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Anderson passes to Griffin. Memphis moving that ball around. Count it good. Rams got his second bucket tonight.
And how about the excellent court vision? Just keeping the defense off balance.
Well, if you're his teammate, you love this right now because all you have to do is focus on this.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Pro basketball is one of the few sports where awards are league-wide, C-Web, and not divided by conference. The NBA should consider giving out separate awards, for the East and the West.
Kevin, I don't know about Eastern and Western Conference, but I do believe that there should be an offensive MVP. I do believe there should be a difference between MVP and maybe the best player in the league, because how do we define some of these things? So I do think we can tinker with some of the awards, but East and West, I'm not really sure. I think it should always be about the best out of the total number of teams and conferences.
Good perspective. Check in for the Grizzlies. Carter comes in for Harrison.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Griffin. First in scoring, second in assists, and he's third in the league in rebounding. Just a tremendous motor. He is always in pursuit of the ball.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Now here's Mills. 6 points for him over Carter. And Wright pulls it down. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
And it's about the tempo, guys. It favors them. And just look at that score.
Well, that's where they have their advantage tonight. They're just a better team in transition.
Here's Ryan. Portland don't get that time either. And the Grizzlies leading by 17. Brooks kicks to Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, and it's been a team game, a number of contributions. Guys staying focused. That's why the league continues to grow.
Now, here's Mills. Buying the pass to Swanigan. From outside the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball. 24 points for him.
And after that slow start, finally looks like he's finding his touch from beyond.
Griffin down low, tries it from 9. And no good, trying to use the glass. Trailblazers trail by 16. Bryant, defended by Griffin. Shoots from 14. Len kicks to Mills. That 3 off the mark.
Wow, he's really been dragging him down.
The Grizzlies shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. Now the pass to Rab. Griffin down low to the paint. And he uses the glass on the lane. Wright's got his first 2 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And Mills kicks to Swanigan. Len down low, guarded by Wright. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Trailblazers have shot 75% of the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And the first one drops. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Gasol comes in for Wright, and it's Butler in for Brooks. David Wadley's checked in for the Trailblazers. Both free throws good from Len. Memphis leading by 16. Carter kicks to Butler. Butler on the wing. Back to Griffin. Outside for Gasol. Pass to Rab. To the inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
The Grizzlies shoot their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Griffin hits them both. Trailblazers trail by 18. Passes it to Len. 1:14 left in the 3rd quarter. The wing jumper off target.
Does a good job just to get the shot off clean. Even if he can't knock it down, the fadeaway is really his only choice there.
Griffin kicks to Gasol. Over Len. No good off the back of the rim. Portland's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Walla passes to Ennis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Grizzlies shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a quick offensively.
What you love about the song, he can beat you in so many ways. I mean, tonight it's for scoring.
And for Portland, they're shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. And Mills kicks to Ennis. Butler with the steal. 2 seconds separate the shot clock and game. Back to Griffin. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Carter, the pass to Griffin. Poked loose. Carter on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Memphis with another. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And it's Lennon. That time on the assist by Mills. And it's 8 points for Alex Lennon. And so is Memphis, controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes him a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Jackson down low with Gasol. Jimmy Butler is out there at Park. And it's Griffin in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
That's a tough size matchup there. And he takes advantage of it from mid-range.
And Mills kicks to Lillard. Pass to Collins. Down low, Mills. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Gasol dishes to Griffin. Back to Gasol. And he could not get that one to go. On contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Alex Len picks one up.
One of the best parts of Gasol's game is strength. These digs are tough to handle.
See, Webb, there was a time when athletes spoke up about societal issues and they were simply told to, just stick to sports. That is no longer the case.
Basketball was built on players speaking their mind. The one thing about the game of basketball, whether you're from Serbia like my friend Vladi or you're from Detroit like me, it's an urban game. And you cannot leave the problems of urban society just because you were blessed with the talent to play basketball. And so many of us speak up on societal issues just because we made it doesn't mean that our friends and family are out of those situations. We're not in a bubble in which we don't see how those issues affect us, our family, or our friends. And so just because we're blessed with basketball abilities, sporting abilities, does not mean that we're exempt from the problems in society. And if we have a platform and can speak out, why not? And I'm very proud of what guys in the league has done, whether it's LeBron James and the scholarship program, or whether it's Chris Paul and others, or Steve Kerr speaking up for societal issues. For me, it's refreshing, but it also is in the lineage of the greats that started this game in basketball, speaking up for the voices.
And so here's Portland. Grizzlies making the shot. 6 to shoot. Mills with it. Jacks up a 3. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 8 rebounds in this game.
He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half. Number 1 first.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
Yeah, you're already getting dogged out there. Now he's landing body blow.
Now here's Mills. The feed to Len. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. See, Rob, I think of when you entered the league and how much the league has changed since your entry. In your mind, looking back to your rookie year, I'm sure you can count many ways that the NBA has improved the game.
Yeah, and the NBA to me has always been a step ahead. It's been a leader as far as where sports in general should go. I mean, we're truly a global game now. Just imagine where the game is going to be in 20 years. The growth of overall player salaries, the value of franchises. And to me, again, the biggest improvement has just been the evolution of players. It's been thinking about it like Gordon Gordon, the 6'9" shooting threes, and today we have Kevin Durant, 7-foot shooting. It's players getting better. The dribbling of Isaiah Thomas back in the Piston days to the dribbling of Curry, Kyrie, John Wall. Today, it's the evolution of the players to me that's been so exciting, along with the growth of the league overall.
And here's when Marcus Gasol getting his 3 to go. Lillard misses. Conley against Lillard. Conley finds Anderson. On the wing, Jackson. Outside Conley. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Land's got 6 rebounds in the game. Conley against Lillard. The pass to Land. Here's Mills. Chris, in football, you have the franchise tag. It allows a team to keep a superstar by delaying his free agency. Would that work in the NBA?
I'm not sure if that would work in the NBA. It would be what else would reward this player in the franchise tag? Does it allow freedom for other players to come? I think that we're going to have to address some of these issues as time goes on, especially in a place like Golden State where they have so many great players there. But one of the great things about the NBA is the freedom of movement. And I don't think that we've seen really 8 teams get worked too bad by the superstar leaving if they've acknowledged he's going to leave and made a trade for him. It is when that they don't acknowledge, a la Orlando with Shaq, a la a couple of other teams, they don't acknowledge that this guy may leave, that you truly end up with nothing. So I'm not sure about that franchise tag yet, Kevin. The NBA is doing great. Players are moving around, and we're going to need some other teams to come back to dominate the team.
Gasol, no good.
Some tough D in the paint. Get between him and the bucket and stopping the easy dudes.
Waba kicks to Mills. From downtown, sinks the triple.
Hey, look, the D has to be talking out there. They can't make threes that easy for them.
Anderson outside. Butler feeling out of it. Back to Anderson. Outside Conley. Shoots over Lillard. Conley gets the bucket.
Such an outstanding shooter. Pressure doesn't get to Conley. In fact, you could argue it makes it better.
And here's Lillard, who brings it up for the Trailblazers. Chris, we hear the word switchability, popular term used these days, talking about the importance of having guys who can defend multiple positions.
It's so important because it allows for flexibility with your matchups. You can avoid being forced into mismatches. So we definitely need players like that. However, Kev, I think that the NBA is going switchability crazy. You shouldn't switch everything. Switching on defense should only be if the coach wants to take a player out the game or if it's just needed at the last second. Usually communication is the key because there are no new plays under the sun. You see the play coming and developing, and if you can communicate, that's usually when you don't need to switch. I think coaches have lost trust in players' willingness to communicate, and switching has become kind of a lesser of two evils, I guess you could say. And I hope we get away from as much switching as we do because it puts guys in totally wrong positions. And if you have a smart offensive player, he'll pass his way out of that right to the guy with the design.
Your take is real interesting. Good work defensively by Conley.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And he comes up with the deuce. And that's 15 points for Jimmy Butler.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
slides out of bounds to pitch. All retain possession. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Brandon Rice checked in for Gasol. Skinny comes in for Jackson. Harrison's shoved in for Butler. And it's Carter in for Mike Conley. Here's Mills. And again, unable to change momentum here. The Grizzlies have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8-12. Griffin passes to Wright. Back to Griffin. And the shot is good. Griffin's got 28.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Oh, that's why you see them flexing a little bit. They're feeling good about how they've dominated.
Pass to Trent. Compared to when you were playing CWeb, how have the baseline skill requirements for the fours and the fives, the power forwards and the centers, changed, do you think, the most?
The ability to stretch the ball. It's a lot more emphasis on mobility, especially at the defensive end. I don't think you can have a player who is a specialist anymore in the game. I played with some great defenders. The Ben Morales, the Davis boys there in Indiana, but those positions are no longer valued or needed anymore. You can no longer be a defensive player that can't score on the other end. You have to be a player in the NBA now with a total skill set. That means mobility, shooting, passing. All of those things have to be encompassed, or is a way to make sure to highlight you with the mismatch and take you out of the game.
Good documentation. I like it.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. It's just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Memphis.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Skinny.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Here's Layman after the made shot from Griffin. The shot by Layman, no good.
I'm sure he thought that was good when they left his fingertips. As a matter of fact, I know he did.
Griffin attacking. Some nice passing there by Memphis. To the paint. There's the dish to Anderson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Wright. And it's Portland with the rebound. And here's Mills. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A quarter-hour night dominant showing in front of the crowd. Love it.
This game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Weber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
want both of them. Oh, that's your boo. There you go.